Hello, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to another exciting video. We're back with another round of updates from America's team, and we're diving deep into the important conversations and decisions that the Dallas Cowboys face as they approach the final stretch of the 2024 season. Without further ado, let's get into it. Stephen Jones, the Cowboys' executive vice president, recently sat down for an interview on 105.3 The Fan, where he shared some crucial insights regarding the current state of the team. In this interview, Jones discussed key topics, including Trey Lance's future with the Cowboys, Mike McCarthy's coaching status, and the team's plans for a successful offseason. With just one game left in the 2024 regular season, the Cowboys have a lot of important decisions to make, not just for the upcoming game against the Washington Commanders, but for the entire offseason, which promises to be high stakes. The Cowboys' Week 18 quarterback situation. Let's begin with the present situation. Quarterback. After a tough 41-7 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles this past Sunday, the Cowboys' offense was under intense scrutiny, and questions surrounding the quarterback position have only intensified. In that game, Cooper Rush struggled significantly, throwing 2 interceptions and contributing to a total of 4 turnovers from the offense, which was a major step backward compared to the team's performance in recent weeks. The loss to the Eagles has prompted many to ask if it's time to see what Trey Lance, the team's backup quarterback, can offer, especially with Dak Prescott already ruled out for the season and the team having been eliminated from playoff contention. Jones acknowledged the current quarterback dilemma, saying that the team's focus is on finishing strong against Washington, but also emphasized that the Cowboys are considering all options for the final game of the season. We're wanting to finish strong against Washington, and we'll look at that situation this week and see where we go from there, Jones said in his interview. He also mentioned that he would be meeting with head coach Mike McCarthy to discuss the quarterback situation. This marks a shift in tone from what the team had been saying in previous weeks, when they maintained that Cooper Rush gave them the best chance to win. Rush had been starting in place of Prescott, and the coaching staff had expressed confidence in his ability to step up. However, after Sunday's game, where Rush threw 2 costly interceptions, including one in triple coverage, it became clear that adjustments would need to be considered. "It's not where we wanted to be there, for sure," McCarthy remarked, acknowledging that the quarterback performance on Sunday fell well below the expected standard. The future of key players and building a championship team. Looking ahead, the Cowboys have several important decisions to make regarding their roster, especially with key free agents set to hit the market. One player who is central to those discussions is cornerback Jordan Lewis. Lewis has played some of the best football of his career during the 2024 season and has become a vital part of the Cowboys' defensive unit. Jones made it clear that retaining Lewis is a priority for the team, saying, "Jordan's just an uber competitor. He's a guy who's out of contract, obviously a guy that we want to have back on this football team." Lewis has been instrumental in the secondary and is highly regarded for his leadership and competitiveness. However, the Cowboys face a significant challenge in the offseason when it comes to retaining key players while managing their salary cap. Along with Lewis, players like Osa Odigizua, Zach Martin, and several others are also facing contract expiration. Jones expressed concern about the team's financial flexibility, stating, "We have over 50% of our cap on IR, and those things, when they hit and hit at the wrong time, it makes for a challenge for a team." The Cowboys are also actively looking for ways to create more cap space while building a team that can contend for championships in the years to come. Jones acknowledged that creating a championship-caliber team requires a delicate balance of talent, financial flexibility, and smart roster decisions. "We're constantly looking at ways to look at our salary cap to give us the best opportunity with players like Dak, CD, and Micah," Jones said, referring to the team's core players, quarterback Dak Prescott, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, and linebacker Micah Parsons, who are expected to lead the team for the foreseeable future. Mike McCarthy's future with the Cowboys. As we approach the end of the 2024 season, another key issue that the Cowboys must address is the status of head coach Mike McCarthy. McCarthy, whose contract is set to expire after this season, has been under intense scrutiny throughout the year, especially after the Cowboys fell to a 3-7 record at one point in the season. Despite some strong performances, the team's inconsistency, particularly in the later part of the season, has raised questions about McCarthy's future. In his interview, Jones expressed confidence in McCarthy's ability to handle the challenges of the season, especially considering the many obstacles the team has faced. "I think Mike's done a great job considering the challenges that we've had, and Mike Zimmer the same way. It's been a new group out there," Jones said, highlighting McCarthy's efforts to prepare the team despite numerous setbacks. Reports have surfaced suggesting that multiple NFL teams would be interested in hiring McCarthy if the Cowboys decide not to retain him, given his established track record, including a Super Bowl victory and multiple appearances in championship games. Jones seemed unfazed by these reports, saying, "It doesn't surprise me a bit. Mike's an established head coach in this league. He's won a Super Bowl championship. He's been to multiple championship games. Doesn't surprise me a bit that there'd be interest in Mike." As the Cowboys prepare for their final game against Washington, Jones made it clear that the decision regarding McCarthy's future would be made after the conclusion of the season. "We'll address all this after the Commanders game," Jones said, acknowledging that the team's final performance of the 2024 season will play a role in the larger decision-making process for the future of the franchise. The offseason ahead. While the final whistle of the game against Washington will mark the official end of the 2024 season, it will also be the starting point for the Cowboys to focus on the offseason and build for a better 2025 season. Jones mentioned that after the Washington game, the Cowboys will evaluate the full body of work for the season, looking at what went wrong, where they can improve, and how they can better position themselves for future success. "We'll start that after we play the Commanders," Jones said. "We'll go to work, we'll roll up our sleeves, we'll evaluate the season in full and as a whole full body of work, where we can be better from a personnel standpoint and trying to create depth." Michael Irvin calls for change, a new direction? As the Cowboys continue to struggle through a disappointing season, one Cowboys legend has made his opinion clear. Former wide receiver Michael Irvin, a Hall of Famer and one of the greatest players in Cowboys history, appeared on The Herd with Colin Cowherd and was asked about Mike McCarthy's future. Irvin didn't hold back, stating that he believed it was time for the team to move in a new direction. "Yes, I would," Irvin said when asked if he would replace McCarthy. "I just think it's time to go in another direction." Irvin also addressed those who might support McCarthy staying on as head coach because of the team's recent win streak, pointing out that it wasn't enough to change his view. "I'm not on that bandwagon," Irvin said. "What I believe is the team needs more discipline." Irvin's comments echoed the frustration of many fans and former players who feel that the Cowboys' issues run deeper than just coaching decisions. This season, the Cowboys have been plagued by several off-the-field distractions, including internal conflicts between players and ongoing interference from owner Jerry Jones in roster decisions. These distractions have made it difficult for the team to maintain focus and discipline, something that many, including Irvin and former quarterback Troy Aikman, believe is necessary for the team to succeed. As the 2024 season comes to a close, it's clear that the Cowboys front office, coaching staff, and players have a lot of work to do in order to address the team's deficiencies and build a more disciplined, structured squad for the future. The decision on Mike McCarthy's future will be a key part of that process, and fans across Cowboys Nation will be waiting anxiously to see which direction the team will take. What do you think about the Cowboys' current situation? Do you agree with Michael Irvin's call for a change? Or do you believe that McCarthy deserves another season to prove himself? Leave your opinion in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates. See you later.